If this road could write, it'd send you this. Postmark says somewhere west of home. Highway line's my only known. Gas station lights and a midnight sky. Coffee cold and I don't know why. Every mile puts space between the man I was and what we've been. This is a letter from a lonesome highway, written in dust and gasoline, stamped with tears I hide away, sealed in a broken dream. If it finds you some old Sunday, read it slow and think of me. Every word's just what I can't say. From a lonesome highway. Your photograph on the dashboard shakes with every turn this old road makes. Radio sings about moving on, but it don't know where my heart has gone. I chase horizons painted blue, but every sunset looks like you. This is a letter from a lonesome highway, written in dust and gasoline, stamped with tears I hide away, sealed in a broken dream. If it finds you some old Sunday, read it slow and think of me. If I could fold these yellow lines and send them back through space and time, I'd tread these wheels in wandering ways for one more porch light burning late. This is a letter from a lonesome highway. The ink runs thin, but the truth will stay. If love was something I could outrun, I'd have been home by yesterday. Sign, a fool who drove away. Some years don't live in calendars, they live in the people who used to be. There's a picture in an old shoebox, faded edges, crooked smiles, 3 old trucks by the football field, thinking we'd stay young a while. Radio loud, windows down, every dream felt close enough. We thought the world was ours to take, we didn't know about giving up. Time was slow, the nights were long, we had nothing but belief. Every plan was built on laughter, ours to keep. Every wrong felt like a right. Every road was something new. I don't miss the years so much. I miss me and you when we were young in '94. Tom got married way too soon. Jake went off to war. Mary left for California. Said she couldn't dream no more. I stayed here and learned the hard way how fast the good times go. Funny how the ones who knew you best are the first you lose, you know. Every scar I carry now has a story I can prove. Every man I've become since then started back with you. We were young in '94 when forever felt so sure. If I could steal one night back now from all these passing years, I'd sit around that old bonfire and laugh till it turned to tears. We were young in '94 before the world told us the truth, before we learned about regret, before we learned to lose. I don't curse the time that's gone or the roads that split in two, but every best part of my life still sounds like me and you when we were young in '94. Some years don't end when time moves on. They end when the last memory fades.
Sun sinking slow behind the neon glow.
There's a red sky bleeding over town, boot heels tapping when the sun goes down. Bartender wipes that same old bar like he's polishing a broken heart. And that steel guitar begins to cry like it knows the reason why. It's a steel guitar serenade at sundown, pouring out the truth we don't say loud. Every note just bends somehow, like promises we can't unfold. When the daylight hits the ground and lonely hearts gather round, we let that six-string sorrow sound. Steel guitar serenade at sundown. Shadow dances on the wall, in every song I hear you call. Cigarette smoke and cheap perfume floating through this dim lit room. I close my eyes but I still see what you and I used to be. It's a steel guitar serenade at sundown, pouring out the truth we don't say loud. Every note just bends somehow, like promises we can't unfold. When the daylight hits the ground and lonely hearts gather round, if love's a tune that fades away, Why does it beg that steel to play? Each sliding chord just pulls me back down a memory railroad track. Steel guitar serenade at sundown. Turn it up, don't let it drown. Let it cry, let it resound, till the last light leaves this town. Just one more song before the dark. Some songs don't just play on the radio, they play on your heart for the rest of your life. We were parked outside your mama's place, engine humming low and slow. Summer air on your open hair, one last thing we didn't know. The DJ said it was #1, we laughed like we owned that sound. Didn't know that years from then that song would break me down. Your hand was resting on my knee, stars were hanging low. Funny how a 3-minute melody can steal a lifetime ago. When the radio played our song, we were more than young and strong. We were promises and forever before we knew what went wrong. Every note still knows your name, every line still proves me wrong. I don't hear the past so clearly till the radio plays our song. I hear it now in a different town, different face, same old me. Crowded bar and a lonely heart, same old memory. The singer hits that high last line and suddenly I'm there, back in that car with everything I was too blind to care. Time can take a lot away, but it leaves the truth behind. Some love never really dies, it just learns to hide. When the radio played our song, I believed in something more. If I could turn that dial back now and freeze that summer night, I'd hold you just a little longer before we lost the fight. When the radio played our song, when the radio played our song. If I could turn that dial back now and freeze that summer night, I'd hold you just a little longer before we lost the fight. When the radio played our song, we were brave and we were wrong. We were thinking love was easy, we were singing all along. I don't chase the past anymore, but I still know where I belong, in the silence after goodbye. When the radio plays our song, some songs end on the radio, ours never really did. Some days don't pass with time, they pass with you. The clock was hanging on the wall, ticking louder than before. Your suitcase by the bedroom door, keys lay cold upon the floor. You said my name like it was heavy, like you'd practiced all the night. I stood there trying not to breathe while you were gathering your life. Every word you didn't say was louder than the rest. Some goodbyes are just confessions that you couldn't love me best. On the day you said goodbye, the world forgot to move. Every dream I ever trusted walked out the door with you. I learned how silence sounds when love don't even try. I lost a lot of who I was the day you said goodbye. Your coffee cup still on the sink, lipstick on the rim. Every little thing you touched was a place I'd fallen in. You said we both deserved more, said this was for the best. Funny how the right decision leaves the deepest emptiness. Time can heal a broken heart, that's what people say. But time just teaches you to live with what won't go away. On the day you said goodbye, I learned how to survive. If I could change one moment back before the truth went wrong, I'd hold you just a little longer before I had to be strong. On the day you said goodbye, I became a different man. Every hope I ever carried slipped right through my hands. I don't curse the love we had or the years we had to try, but I still mark my life in two. The day before and after, the day you said goodbye. Some goodbyes never end, they just learn to live inside you. Every road breaks you before it shows you where you belong. I left with more regrets than plans and a map I couldn't read. Every town I tried to love taught me who I couldn't be. I wore my failures like a coat, too heavy to outrun, till I learned the hard way you can't hide from what you've done. Every scar became a lesson, every fall a way to rise. Funny how the darkest miles show you the brightest skies. On broken roads and open skies, I learned to stand alone. Every dream I thought I lost was leading me back home. I don't curse the turns I took or the years I let go by. In pieces first, on broken roads and open skies. I chased the sound of something more in every stranger's face, but every door I kicked down hard just showed me my own place. I learned to pray in empty rooms, learned to forgive my past. Some roads are made to break your heart before they let you pass. Time don't fix you overnight, just teaches you to try. Piece by piece you build a man under wide and patient skies. On broken roads and open skies, I became who I am. If I could thank those wasted years for every tear I cried, I'd say you made me strong enough to finally live this life. On broken roads and open skies, with my past laid down behind. I don't run from who I was, I just walk with who I find. Every wrong turn brought me here, every loss taught me to try. I found my faith in second chances on broken roads and open skies. Some roads don't lead you away, they lead you back to yourself.
Some memories don't fade with time, they just learn to wait in silence. There's a glass on the corner table, half full of yesterday. Your picture in a wooden frame still looks at me that way. Neon hums outside the window, midnight's moving slow. Every road I ever ran from you just led me here alone. They say a man should drown his past in a bottle and a song, but every sip just proves to me that I've been missing you all along. With a whiskey and a photograph, I'm talking to your eyes, telling you the things I should have said before I learned goodbye. Every truth I'm scared to face is staring back at me. I'm holding on to what is gone with whiskey and a photograph and your memory. Lipstick still on that old glass from a life I let go by. Funny how the smallest things are the ones that make you cry. I tried to love a different face, tried to live a better life, but every dream I ever touched still wore you in its eyes. Time don't burn these feelings down, it just dims the light. Some love don't die in daylight, it just waits for night. With a whiskey and a photograph, I'm losing to the truth. If I could change one yesterday before the love went wrong, I'd choose the night I walked away and prove you I was strong. With a whiskey and a photograph, I finally understand. Some hearts don't heal by moving on, they heal by where they stand. I don't curse the love we had or the years I couldn't save, but I still pour one out for you with whiskey and a photograph and the life we never made. Some goodbyes don't end with words, they end with a picture and a dream.
walks in like a memory. Neon lights on worn-out lace, lipstick hiding a tired face, high heels tapping on broken dreams, prettier than she believes. Every cowboy turns his head, but they don't see what the whiskey said. She's a honky-tonk angel in a faded dress, dancing slow with loneliness, smiling through the cheap red wine like heartbreak's just a state of mind. When the jukebox plays her favorite song, she sways like she's still holding on. Heaven knows she did her best, that honky-tonk angel in a faded dress. Photograph and her silver purse of a love that couldn't work. Front porch nights and wedding plans slipped away like desert sand. Now she spins beneath that light, trying not to lose the fight. She's a honky-tonk angel in a faded dress. Lord, she don't need saving, I confess. Just a little love and tenderness. Angel. That faded dress.
Yeah. This road don't forget a man.
Gravel sings beneath my wheels, sunburned hands on a broken wheel, cornfield wind and a sky so wide, but there's nowhere left to hide.
Every mile just pulls me apart, leaves more dust on my boots, dust on my boots, dust on my heart. Since the day you tore it apart, red dirt roads and a fading spark, lonely nights in the dark. I keep driving, but I ain't that smart. Can't outrun what broke from the start. And it ain't just roads that fall apart, it's dust on my boots, dust on my heart. Your goodbye was a summer storm, came in fast, left me warm. Front porch swing still moves at night like it's holding on too tight. That screen door slams like a shotgun start, echoing dust on my boots, dust on my boots, dust on my heart. Since the day you tore it apart, Brick dirt roads and a fading spark, lonely nights in the dark. If love's a field that needs good rain, mine's been dry with stubborn pain. I sowed my pride, reap regret, a harvest I can't forget. Dust on my boots, dust on my heart. Lord knows I did my part. Wind keeps blowing through the dark, but it won't clean this heart. Just dust everywhere I start. Roads don't lead to nowhere, they lead to who you really are. Sun coming up on a gravel road, coffee cold in my right hand, mama's voice in my memories saying, boy, be a better man. I left home with an empty tank and a head full of wild dreams. All I owned in this whole wide world was dust on my blue jeans. Every mile taught me something, every scar a place I'd been. I was learning how to stand up straight with dust on my blue jeans. With dust on my blue jeans and the sun in my eyes, I was running from nothing, just chasing my life. Every wrong turn made me stronger, every goodbye made me mean. I found out who I really was with dust on my blue jeans. Worked all day on a stranger's farm, paid in hope and gasoline. Slept in the back of that old truck, stars my only company. Met a girl in a county town, left before the love got me. Funny how a man grows up fast with dust on his blue jeans. Time don't care about your plans, it just teaches you to bend. Every road you swear you chose is choosing who you win. With dust on my blue jeans, I was building who I'd be. Now I'm back on that same old road with silver in my hair. Still got dirt on these old boots, still saying my same old prayers. With dust on my blue jeans and the past in my hands, I don't miss all the miles I ran, I miss the boy I am. Every dream cost me something, every truth cost me pain, but I'd walk it all again, my friend, with dust on my blue jeans. Some roads don't wash off easy, they stay on your soul. There's a road behind my memory where dust still knows my name, and every mile I ever loved started in that old frame.
We were kids with borrowed dreams and gas money in a jar. Windows down, the radio, chasing every falling star. Your laughter on the dashboard, your boots up on the seat. We thought the world was waiting at the end of every street. Time was slow, the nights were long. We didn't need much more, just a tank of hope and freedom, and that engine's gentle roar. Take me back to that old pickup, where the future felt so near, where love was just a highway and goodbye was just a fear. We were young and we were restless, with our hearts still open wide. Take me back to that old pickup, where the best of me still rides. There's a dent on that old fender from the night we chased the rain. You said forever easy, I said I'd feel the same. Now the town feels so much smaller, and the roads don't call my name. Every time I close my eyes, I'm driving there again. Every song still sounds like you, every mile of memory. I trade this life I'm living for one more drive with me. Take me back to that old pickup, where the stars were on our side. If I could turn the key again and hear that engine start, I'd drive back to the moment before we fell apart. Take me back to that old pickup, where we didn't know goodbye. If I could turn the key again and hear that engine start, I'd drive back to the moment before we fell apart. Take me back to that old pickup, where we didn't know goodbye, where the road was all forever and the past was passing by. I don't need a brand new future, just the truth of who I was. Take me back to that old pickup, to the boy I used to love. There's a road behind my memory, and I'm still driving there.
Some people leave with their bags packed. Some of us leave with our hearts still here. I wrote your name on a paper line in a room with peeling paint. Postmark said September rain, and a love I couldn't change. The train was calling my full name, big dreams in a bigger town. But every word I never said stayed here on this old ground. Mama cried at the station door, Daddy shook my hand. You just smiled like you knew already I'd never understand. These are letters from a small town, written in the dust and years. Every line still knows my heartbeat, every word still tastes like tears. I chased the lights of a bigger life, but I lost what
the truth about who I am is in letters from a small town to me. I learned to wear a different face, learned to talk real strong, but every night in a choose bed I dream where I came from. Your handwriting in my jacket, faded thin but never gone. Every mile I ever traveled just led me back along. Funny how the world feels smaller when you're out there on your own. Every road I ever loved still points me back to home. These are letters from a small town that still remembers me. If I could write my younger self, I'd say don't run so fast. And some goodbyes look just like freedom till you're living in the past. These are letters from a small town, from the girl I let go free, from the boy I used to be inside, from the roots that made me me. I don't blame the dreams I followed or the man I had to be, but every truth I ever learned was in letters from a small town to me. Some people leave the town behind. Some of us carry it forever.